I'm doing great right now. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Hello, ladies, gents, and everyone in between that. It's been about a month since my last upload. Apologies for that. I've been desperately trying to avoid talking about Emperor impotency or the poster child for galaxy gas because I don't want to be caught in the cycle of talking about the same two people over and over again. But then this nuclear bomb hits my timeline where Donald Trump and Elon Musk are going through the most destructive breakup of 2025 on Pride Month of all months. It's so bad that currently trending on my feed is the girls are fighting. I don't know about you guys, but I want to see an oiled up boxing match stat. But of course, this has been devolving for the past few days. I actually got into an argument with my friend. They were like, cover it. I'm like, no. He's like, cover it. I'm like, no. He's like, cover it. I'm like, fine. And then this tweet dropped. And this is the reason that I finally agreed to it. And I'll give you a quick little read. This is a little keys jingling in front of your head just so you were interested in the story. So Elon dropped on Twitter about an hour ago, it's time to drop the really big bomb. @Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the reason they've not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. And the crowd went mild. So you're telling me there's a fork found in this kitchen? Breaking news. Clouds in sky. But let's take the story all the way back to the very beginning, okay? So there was this bill being dropped by Donald J. Trump. It's called the Big Beautiful Bill, or as I like to call it, the BBL. Don't laugh at that. I stole that joke from Stephen Colbert. But I saw this this tweet, right, that Elon dropped, and it's shocking because Elon's been like gobbling. He literally made a tweet saying like, I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man. And it's like, straight, sure, I bet. But I saw this tweet that says, I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those of you who voted for it. You know what you did. You did wrong. He does not like it. He doesn't like it. The bill bad. Big bad bill. And dare I say, breaking news, the worst person that everyone knows has made an alright point. Because, yeah, the big booty butthole bill does suck a lot. It's not a good idea for a plethora of reasons, with one of the big ones being what Elon brings up, that it's going to jump the national debt by $2.5 trillion. And he put 3 exclamation marks. That's how you know it's really big, bad, and important. However, I don't even know how this would matter to any normal human being. Like, yeah, $2.5 trillion added to the national debt. That's an unfathomable number. Now, let me Klarna my $1.50 Costco hot dog. But the reason that I think that the BBL bill sucks a lot is actually regarding AI. Because you know how artificial intelligence dropped in, like, ChatGPT dropped in 2022. And since then, it's gone from not knowing how many R's are in the word strawberry to blackmailing engineers if they threaten to turn it off. We're in a great place right now. And you know how that's scary? It's only been 3 years. Let's give it a decade of completely unregulated AI development. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start eating rocks as well. But luckily, we have very competent representatives who read these bills very thoroughly and vote accordingly. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene, who, full transparency, I didn't know this was on this bill. Oh, that's weird. So you'd think that she would read the bill. It's like the only reason she gets paid around $176,000 a year. Okay, maybe, let's see. Does someone else, there's this one senator, Mike Flood. What did he do?
Can you please tell us why you voted to approve a budget bill that includes Section 70302, which effectively prohibits federal courts from enforcing contempt orders?
Great question. And why did he vote for this bill?
I do not agree with that section that was added to that bill.
Curious. So you didn't read it. And I just want you to keep in mind, this bill passed by a singular vote. It was a 215 to 214 voting, which means that a lot of people thought this was a bad idea. And despite that, the rampant illiteracy problem in our government seems to have won the day. But let's rotate things back to our ex-lovers, Elon and Donald, because it's consistently evolving and continuously hilarious. See, Elon dropped a tweet on the Twitter app, which is where he dropped tweets, where he said, without me, Trump would have lost this election. Dems would control the House and Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Electoral fraud who? And then Donald followed that up with a tweet where he says, the easiest way to save money in our budget, billions and billions of dollars, is to terminate Elon's governmental subsidies and contracts. So Elon's tweaking out because Donald stopped funding his Chrome shitboxes. And that is what eventually led to him dropping the file tweet. That's what pissed him off. You actually let one of the oldest, most divorced man-children in the history of our country into every top-secret meeting ever, and then fired him because he's useless, which is the least shocking thing about him. However, you know what is shocking? Not that Trump's in the files. I'm pretty sure I would be more surprised to find water in the ocean than Trump in those files, but I am more surprised at the fact that Elon, the muskrat, knew of this information and then still spent $250 million to get this guy into presidency. Now, I'm not going to say that Elon's been grinding on it mad freaky style because he's far too old for Donald, but I think that has to say something about him. Like you're self-reporting. This is Among Us, and you're the imposter. And Elon's been double, triple, and quadrupling down on all of this since then. He actually put a tweet out just a few minutes ago that's a video of Donald dancing with the Jefferson, and Elon dropped a little bit of one of those like little eyebrow raise. Because, honestly, yeah, being seen with that guy, especially considering his track record, would be really bad. And honestly, a stain on your social standing if you were to be seen in what's that? And one of the most beautiful parts of this entire debacle is the fact that no matter who loses, I get to win a little bit. A little spark in my heart gets some joy. And if both lose, everybody catches a W. People be cheering from the benches. Oh, yippee, yippoo. It's like watching the Kendrick versus Drake beef if both of them were Drake. And of course, with this being one of the most viral breakups in American history, there have been a lot of people dropping their input on this. Various political content creators as well as just people as a whole. I've been seeing stuff from Stephen Colbert, Alex Jones, Dean Withers. I saw Charlie Kirk somewhere in there. Oh no. Bros, please no. We love you both so much. Who is we? Who is we? What, are we French now? But of course, we all know, when the girlies get into the ring, the catfight gets diabolical. Since I began recording this video, words have been consistently thrown back and forth across the battlefield. But one of the most interesting developments, in my personal opinion, has been Elon Musk calling for Trump's impeachment, saying that he's not only unfit to be president, which, yeah, we know, but also calling him, low-key a criminal in a way, in a move that I have been shocked to see from Elon called telling the truth. I'm guessing the ketamine finally left his system. But then, from across the battlefield, out of nowhere, a move that I like to call the no you came from Steve Bannon, one of Trump's ex-advisors, claiming that Elon should be investigated and deported for his illegal immigrant status as well as his drug usage, which is shocking. It's one of the most exciting games of Alien versus Predator I have ever seen. And of course, people are freaking out, right? No one expected this, but at the same time, everyone should have. Everyone should have seen this coming. This is two of the most powerful men on the planet and two of the most selfish men on the planet. Both of them were exponentially gaining in power and money and fame, and eventually one of them was going to intersect and the other was going to have to get out of the way. It just happened to be that Elon couldn't beat Trump to that point. He didn't get to make an army of robot Optimus Primes. He had to buy Trump into the most powerful position on the planet and then act as dumb as a bag of bricks for the next few months. So Trump just got annoyed and kicked him out. I'm not surprised. It really was inevitable. And in an act of something that I can only call poetic timing, scientists actually recently developed the world's smallest violin at 13 micrometers, which gives Elon something to do while he watches someone play Diablo 4 in his room for him. But anyways, I'm going to call this the end of the Elon chapter for the Savarino channel. He is now out of a government position, which gives him a lot less sway within the media and probably a lot less notoriety. He's probably going to vanish for a while and cry in his bed for at least a few more months, which gives me time to cover things that aren't him. Oh my god. And Kanye dropped this stupid album. I'm not covering any of that. We're going to move now into the future with a new era of the Savarino channel, considering I've spent the past few weeks covering only idiots, and I want to talk about some more idiots, but not those idiots. New idiots, and we'll talk about it very soon. It's been a big break since my last video. I won't have as big of a break next time. I've just been really burnt out, but I think that burnout is done. I don't know, but for now, I'm gonna go eat some chicken. My friend has some chicken on the grill, and he started the grill 30 minutes ago, so I need to get over there because it's gonna be bad, and I want to eat this chicken because he makes some good stuff. So anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you are new, like the video if you did indeed like it, and thank you for spending time with me. And I'll see you in whatever I make next. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and who could have saw this coming?